Hello YouTubes! Welcome back, Haunt fam. So Easter's right on top of us, and I wanted to do a little Easter project this year, but not just an Easter project, but like a creepy Easter project. So I shot over to my local Dollar Days. I'm walking up and down the aisles, and they had all the Easter garbage out. So I grabbed some eggs, these little pre-colored eggs for $1. I got a little bouncy wind-up chicky mama. And instead of some nice lush green moss, I got some parasite grass, some of that Spanish moss. We'll use that for bedding. And then I got me a nice little picnic basket. It's all cute and yellow, but it's not going to stay this way. So I want to make a zombie dead chick dud egg Easter basket. We're going to dress it up, make some chicks, and we're going to build it for Easter. So let's go to the bench and get started. Okay, YouTubes, we got some sculpting utensils. We got our eggs, which are a little bit oversized, and we've got my favorite Super Sculpey. I love this stuff. We're going to make our little birdies out of Super Sculpey. I'm going to grab a little coffee stir I had. We're going to make the neck out of this. And I got some clay in my hands. I'll use my hands just to keep it warm. And I'm going to pinch off a hunk. That'll probably be his head. And we'll make his little pencil neck geek. Yeah, it's probably too long. Okay. So, let's do something like this. Again, these ain't going to be perfect. I want plenty of sugar in their tank. I want them to be some creepy little birdies because we're going to make them sticking up out of their eggs like they're duds. I'm going to get this coffee stick in there. This will act as our little neck support. Alright. Alright. So this will be the top of our head. These will be our little creepy birdie bill. Again, most of this stuff you can just use your hands. It ain't got to be perfect or flawless. These are a little undead chickies. Alright, so that's sort of something like so. Might be a little bit too long yet. Can always smash it down with a little coffee stir, bring it in a little higher. There we go. Alright, let's get some eyes in this guy. That'll be his bill. Something like that. Figures I probably can't even find my damn ball stylus. Good enough. Just use the back of the sculpting tool. Oop, blow it an eye hole. Alright. Okay. So our eyes will probably sit up on top for this guy. Not a problem. With the little bill all funky shaped. So let's cut the sides in. You could do them open mouth or closed mouth. It don't really matter. Whatever you think's creepy. Alright. So we got an upper half and a lower half. Just use our fingers in there to smash it down. Then we're going to press the back of the throat out. You know, baby birdies have them deep throats. Yeah, there we go. Then we'll just roll it along the bottom. And that's basically the start of our birdie. I mashed the eye holes down, no big deal. You can shorten the bill if you want to. Alright, let's work on this guy. If his bill crosses, that's okay. More sugar in the tank, the better. Alright, let's go fix our eye holes. Alright, got us a rough shape of a birdie. Alright. Roll out some, okay. Got some little eyes. Put them on top of the head. And then we're going to need some lids. You know, them birdies have them big swollen eyes and they're just born. Well, these guys are just dead anyway, so no big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the little piece of clay on top. Do a lower lid. Alright, we're going to kind of enclose those eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to tweak these guys a little bit and put some folds in there. So we have those nice deep creases like them baby birds have. We'll wrap it around. Alright. I'm going to push this guy a little further. When I come back, we'll finish him up. Okay, YouTube. So I'm working on a little Jim Bob here. I got some nice little folds and wrinkles around his eyes. Just using this little tool to push in. Works great. It's just a little silicone shaper. I love using them. So I just go right to that little eye ridge and roll down. So we got some wrinkles in his head. We're going to flare out the sides of his mouth like a baby bird. And I'll just use my thumb along the bottom to put a little hollow in his mouth. And we can always come back and make that little edge around the lip of his mouth, where his bottom bone is for his mouth. Oh, we got to put some nostrils in this guy. All right, stab a couple of nostrils in here. And we can always color shape him out. All right, I'm kind of digging him. That's plenty of sugar in the tank. I like how his neck's kind of little pencil neck, looking like Don Knotts or something. Let's stretch out the sides of his mouth. Again, mostly just using simple tools. Just flare those out. All right, he's getting there. I'm going to finish him up. That's what we got so far. I'm going to make him a couple of brothers, and we'll go throw these guys in the oven. Okay, YouTubes. We got Jim Bob here done. I'm pretty happy with him. Let's go get him put aside. We're getting ready to put these guys in the oven and bake them for a little bit. So I can lay him down very gently. And off camera, I went ahead and sculpted his little creepy brothers. We got Jim Bob, we got Vern, we got Fred, we got Billy Bob, and we got Joe. Alright, so I'm going to set all these guys in the oven. I'm going to bake these guys. We're going to come back. We're going to work on eggs. Okay, YouTubes. Birdies are in the oven. So now it's time to work on them eggs. Here's going to be our basket to hold the eggs. And like I said, these are just Dollar Tree eggs. Oh, look, come out the side. Well, that was easy. So my plan is, I want to go ahead and we got some super glue. I want to glue these little halves together. Well, it already fits like crap. Okay. But first, I wanted to see if I could make the little zombie chicks look like they're busting out. Ooh, so they're already cracking. Okay. And I'll save these little pieces because we'll throw those back in the basket when we're done. Just to make it look like they're breaking through their eggshells. Ooh, lots of little pieces. Come on this side, we'll do the same thing. Ooh, man, that's pretty crazy looking. So we got to make a big enough hole for the little head to stick through. So I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to prep as many of these eggs as I can. I think we need like 5 for our little birdies. Yeah, I'll open it up a little more. I'll just keep chipping out until I'm happy with it. Okay. It's not too shabby. Alright, that's cool. I like that, because our little birdie can fit in there. I think we'll probably stick some foam down in there to give it some density. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these eggs prepped up. I'm going to go ahead and glue the seam, knock the holes out. I'm going to save all these little chips that we can throw back in the basket. Okay, YouTubes, so our eggs are all glued up. I went ahead and put a shot of Loctite foam in each one, hose it down with a little bit of water, and now it's to the point we can kind of start maneuvering the foam around, kind of smashing it down a little bit. So we can make a little spot for our little birdies to sit in there. So I think we're basically ready to move on. I'm going to let these guys finish expanding and become solid. And I think we're going to go ahead and start working on this basket a little bit. Get out of there, banana. It's a dollar store basket, but man, we can't have it looking that pretty. I mean, it's got a little pretty yellow ribbon, and I want to bust this thing up some and, you know, tear out some of these little splinters and sides. Yeah. Then I can run some, probably some 80 grit over it, you know. Take off any little harsh edges in case somebody picks this up. Scuff this down. So yeah, I think I'm going to beat the hell out of this basket. And when I come back, our eggs should be basically ready for chicks. We're going to start painting, man. We got plenty of chips left over. So we're going to paint our chicks up next. And we'll get ready to put them in the basket. Okay, YouTube, so our little birdies have survived the oven. Everybody's looking good. I want to go ahead and try and get some paint on these guys, but I really do love the kind of flesh tone that Sculpting leaves after it's baked. So ideally a coat of oil would be perfect for this thing because it looks just like baby bird flesh. But I wanted to try and do some alcohol ink and see if I could actually get those big purple and red eyes to kind of stand out. You know, when the baby birds are born, they have those little gnarly, big, bulbous eyes. So I've got some Ranger inks and some 99% alcohol. I've got a little bit poured in this bottomless plastic cup. I just want to kind of experiment and see if I could actually stain it versus painting it. Okay, it might take a little more than that. Man, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way, though. Calm your face, Billy Joe. Alright. Let's see what happens. Grab this guy right here. Let's see. I think we're going to definitely have to use more ink. But man, even a brush over the whole birdie would be great. Alright. So this ink, Ranger ink, strong stuff. You could use any inks, doesn't matter. Okay. Add a little at a time because you don't want to go overkill. Alright, let's see what we got one gets us. It's getting there, but it's not dark enough. Alright, Cobwebs, hit it. I hate to use straight ink because once you put it on, man, it doesn't want to come off. I think it's easier to put more on than it is to take it off. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Our little birdie. Ooh, sure smells like Jack Daniels. Alright. That's not bad. I think we can get a little more in there. Gives those nice little red veiny blood vessels and stuff in these little baby birds. So I may just go ahead and darken this up a little bit, and I'll brush all these guys. And then I'm going to come back and do the same thing with the purple. So, okay, YouTube, so the red ink is going really well. I mean, man, it really kind of takes these little guys. And then I thought, man, you know, I've got some green Ranger ink. It's called lettuce. So I put a little bit in the bottom of the pan, put a little bit of alcohol down there and mixed it. And when you brush it on, it really gives that sort of like sallow, dead, you know, skin pallor. I thought, man, that's pretty damn cool. So I'm going to brush a couple of these guys in green with that dead, nasty skin look. Go right up to the underside of his little neck and kind of blend in. It's like, man, that's kind of a sickly, nasty color. So I kind of like him. I may do one a little bit darker, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead with the purple ink, and I'm going to try and paint their eyes and see if I can get those like bulbous, dark purple eyes. Then we'll go back and we'll paint the pupils next after I get them all based out. Okay, YouTubes, so the purple eggplant's working out great. I just put a little dab down on the pan. I'm just brushing over the eyes, and it gives that bruised, purple, newborn look. And then I can just take a little bit of the red alcohol and then just blend it right out. You see all the little veins standing up and stuff. So, man, this works great, man. So it keeps that whole translucent thing. And then all we got to do is come back and pop them eyes with a bright color. And, man, we'll throw some satin clear on these guys and call them done. We can put them in their eggs. Damn banana, get out of the damn basket. Okay, YouTubes, I'm going to start painting eyes. I got a little zombie poly here. Got one eye painted. I got some whites, some yellows, some grays. I'll probably mix and match. I don't want to do super bright eyes. I want them to look like all, I'll probably give them all different eye colors, maybe a little touch of color, a little drop of a different accent color in the center of the eyes. So we'll leave this guy a white for now. Put him over here to dry. This guy with the big bulbous eyes, I definitely want to start with him white. And I'll probably do a coat of white on everything, and then I'll go back and I'll do maybe an accent color on top, or maybe a pupil of some kind. Okay, YouTubes, eyeballs are done, man. We got this little meathead. He's all based out with gray, and I just put kind of these light blue orbs in the center. Damn, banana, get out of the damn basket. This guy gave gray orbs, just a little dot in the center of a blue iris. So he's ready to go. This guy just put a little blue slit. This guy gave a little green slit, like little green dead zombie eyes, and this guy gave bright yellow eyes with just a little green dot in the middle. I thought that's probably my favoriteest one right there. He kind of stands out a lot. So before we stick these guys in their eggs, we gotta talk about our eggs. The eggs are done. We've got our styrofoam, our Loctite glue dry, but I don't want white in the basket next to a little grimy old chick. So I'll go ahead and I'll trim the stem off. I've got the hot glue fired up, but before we do that, I've got a couple of different colors. I've got some nicotine, I've got some green, and these are all kind of transparent colors, so we can goober up the inside of these eggs and make them look disgusting. And here's some glossy wood tone. Maybe for this guy we'll do a little zombie green, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. And then we can just wipe it off with a dirty rag. I like that a whole lot better. Hell, we could even put some brown on top if you wanted to. Just make it even nastier. Like there's all kinds of disgusting goo in there from that little chick when it hatched. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this guy back. Let this dry. I'm going to snip off his little bottom little stem here. I don't need that anymore. And then when this guy dries, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hot glue his little head in the in the egg, so he's poking out, and then we're going to start working on that basket and finish it up. I've already got the basket pretty close. I got it all kind of torn up. I pulled some of that moss through some of the things. I ripped out some of the things with a pair of needle nose pliers. But I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to distress this too. I'm probably going to put some, hit it with some colors, darken it up some, and I'm going to put a little bunny rabbit on there. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these guys mounted. I'm going to knock out this basket and basically get our chicks ready to go in there. And when I come back, we're going to assemble everything and we're going to finish this bad boy up. Okay, YouTube, so all our little chicks are hot glued and trimmed into their eggs. They're cleaned up and ready to go in the basket. Damn it, Brianna, stay out of the damn basket. So I've been working on a couple of new sculpts. If you guys haven't seen this up on my Facebook page, up on Cobwebs and Candlesticks, come see us there. We're making a bunch of stuff. So I did sculpt me a little bunny rabbit and made a mold. And this is what we got. I call him Egbert. He's definitely got some sugar in his tank and he got a little attitude. So I definitely want to put this on the front of the basket. Then I'm just go ahead and hot glue him on. I think we'll make where all this crap's hanging out. We'll stick them right here on the front of the basket. And then because the eggs, if I take them away from each other, the eggs all want to wobble. I'm going to be having to glue the eggs to each other. Put a little touch of hot glue in there so they can all sit in the basket without overturning because their heads are top heavy. So, come on, rabbit, Egbert. Alright. So our basket's basically done. I might throw a couple of more shots of some dirty paint on it, but I'm going to get these guys in there, dropped in, so when we come back, this thing's going to be done, man. You guys will take a look at it and see what it looks like all together. Okay, YouTubes, we are done. Check out this disgusting, filthy, nasty Easter basket. A lot of little zombie dead chicks cheeping and eating their way out of their eggs. Got our little Egbert bunny on the front. He turned out pretty cool. Got our little Spanish moss in there as a bed for these little filthy animals. They all look like barbecue meat. All the little egg chips that I cut out earlier, I went ahead and tucked down into their little Spanish moss. So overall, man, I'm real happy with it. I mean, it's dollar store eggs. It's a dollar store basket. Cheap Spanish moss from the dollar store. The bunny we made, we just sculpted the little zombie dead birds. I just think it's super freaking cool, man. Okay, YouTube, I just want to say Happy Easter, and that's my effort for it. If you guys get a chance, go check out my brothers in the Trio of Terror. Go see Vic over at Monster Misfits and Dave at the Weird Kids Show. Go see David at Unknown Origins Effects, guys. We're doing projects all the time, and it never ends for us. Come visit us on Facebook. There's a Cobwebs and Candlesticks page. There's a Monster Misfits page. And upload your projects. Show what you guys are building, man. It's Halloween year-round for us, so we're excited to see what you guys are putting out. So until I see you again, keep it evil. And you guys thought I forgot about Chicky Mama.